Holy Trinity volleyball star Michaela FOECKE continues to play exceedingly well for the U.S. Under-18 national volleyball squad, who reached bracket play by winning their pool earlier today with a straight sets win over Algeria. Now, Michaela has started in every game for the Americans, and by virtue of that victory, the fifth-seeded American squad will take on Taipei coming up tomorrow. On the individual front, Michaela chipped in 11 points with 6 kills, 3 blocks, and 2 aces in the victory, and has generated the second most spikes in the entire tournament. Again, we're talking about the best volleyball players in the entire world under the age of 18. Miss FOECKE continues to get it done, and we will continue to keep you appraised of her progress. Big showdown tonight in America's hometown. Hannibal Cavemen, Quincy Gems going at it. Top of the first, Caleb Howell gets absolutely robbed by the pride of Hannibal himself, Zach Nichols. Top of the first, what a great defensive stab there. But Caleb Howell in the top of the second would have his revenge. Bases loaded. This, the biggest blast in a 4-run frame for the Gems. A 2-run double that gets even better when the Cavemen start throwing the ball around. 3-run score, 4 runs in the frame. It's 4-0 at that point. But here come the Hannibal Cavemen in the bottom of the frame. More Zach Nichols this time. Hustle play out of the Hannibal Pirate. He gets the great single, infield single, and then advances on the overthrow at this point. Later, a couple of hit batsmen later, I should say, back to back. The Cavemen had their first run of the game. They're trailing 4-1 at this point. More to come right in this one. Jared Smith, RBI single, cuts that lead for the Gems down to 4-2 as great hustle again by Smith getting to first base, plates another run. Next batter, Jay Golden comes up, going to drive home a pair to tie this game up just as quickly. And we're all of a sudden at 4 apiece. This game's still going on, a wild one in the 8th inning. The Hannibal Cavemen lead the Gems currently as we speak by the score of 12-9. Now, with the Prospect League season fast drawing to a close, this has certainly been a unique summer for Caveman pitcher Travis McDonald, who's fast become the most popular Australian import probably ever to hit America's hometown. Aaron Ferguson has his story.
It's more of a small-time sport in Australia, like most of the young kids go to cricket and that, but I was watching baseball on TV when I was younger, and I told my mum that I wanted to play baseball.
McDonald moved to the United States to play college baseball. He reflects on his learning experience on playing baseball in America.
I really didn't start off that well when I first got over here, and you learn from all the bad games you have to the really good ones you have, and then when you move forward and you really look back at the things you've done, you can't get too high and you can't get too low.
McDonald keeps his teammates very active during the game. He seems to always lighten the mood and make the game more enjoyable, even when he's pitching. He has an interesting take on the game that many people don't think about while they're playing.
It's still a game, and I'm still young at heart. There's a time and a place where you can be silly, and there's a time and a place where you need to be serious, and you've got to try to mix them both together, so you can't go out there and be too tense out there playing baseball, because at the end of the day it's still a game, and you still want to have fun with all your friends, because the worst thing to see is when somebody's just getting too down on themselves just because they had a bad game, because at the end of the day you're still going to get another chance to play, and you're still going to get another inning to pitch, and you're still going to get another at-bat to swing.
In a game that McDonald started against the Terre Haute Rex, he didn't have to keep everyone loose. McDonald gave us his take on the Mattingly Romanin skydiver incident.
I was warmed up ready for the game, and I was ready to go, and we were running about 15 minutes late because we were waiting for the skydivers to jump out, and then I was standing on the mound, and the lady came out and all yelled at us to nobody to move, and then I saw him coming down, and I was looking and I was like, man, he's getting to get close to them. And then next thing I know, all I hear is a thump, and Mattingly gets kicked right in the face, and he's down. The thing that really picked me up and got me over the edge was I ended up getting a runner on first, and then we turned a double play to get out of the inning, and it was him who made the great play at shortstop to snag it off the backhand and turn a double play.
Travis has been one of the Cavemen's top pitchers this summer. He speaks about his experience with the Cavemen and how he hopes to use this in the future.
It's been really good. You know, Jay and Nick, they really held the team together well. It's been the best thing I've ever done throughout my years in America, because this is the first time I've ever played summer ball, and I really came out here and just tried to pitch at my best, and I've had some success, and you know, just trying to carry it over to my next season.
Great stuff there. I just smiled and handed him a Vegemite sandwich. Meanwhile, let's move on. Cardinals still struggling. 7th straight loss tonight as they drop one to the Pirates 5-4. Whatever the baseball equivalent of cyclospora is, the Cardinal offense seems to have it right now. Meanwhile, the Cubs tonight ending up with the lead now in the 8th inning, 6-0. Anthony Rizzo with a big night with a home run, his 15th of the season. That game's still in progress, but the Cubs look like they're going to get off the schneid.
Can you hear the thunder?
Nice stuff there, my friend. Men at work.